Hello, 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 welcome, welcome, welcome. Today back on Windows just because it's easier to spot a little bit the projects on Windows, and I need to get both working anyways. I think the next couple of streams we will be back on Linux to fix off the remaining Wayland stuff. But today I felt like doing the other stuff that's missing or like broken since I added Linux, which is yeah, the integration, well, the editor stuff, because on Linux I commented out a bunch of stuff. Oh yeah, we need to fix that as well. I think I can at least get rid of the where is that? Jesus, my keybinds. Today my first day back at work, and I had to use not resharper because for reasons, but yeah. And now my keybind memory, muscle memory, is even more fucked up than usual. Where do I want to go? Render graph probably, or render graph task, I'm not sure. I think render graph task actually. Or was it render graph? Maybe it was render graph. Yeah, this one. I think let's get rid of that. I don't think that's very smart, but I will still get rid of it for now. I think that should at least get rid of the weird validation error that I have. Even though it's still not correct, but it's at least not spamming anymore, I think. Oh, it is still spamming. Then I did something else that broke it. Render graph task. And it's probably here that I did something. Yeah, what's this, I think? Or I think I did this, which is technically, I think technically correct, but yeah, I think I shouldn't do it for now. Okay, let's get rid of that. Let's see if that fixes it, that we don't get, oh, we are still getting spammed. Oh, well, maybe it's, maybe we get rid of this now, and then it's fine. Because I mean, I wasn't transitioning it anyways correctly before, but at least it was not spamming. Alright, I can't get it to work anymore, great. Let's see, source tree. I just want to get rid of the spam, and then I won't submit that. Oh yeah, I have this as well. Or we are not submitting any of that for now. History. It's, I think, those that I should revert. It's this one. Is that already enough or not? At least something. Because I think that should... Well, maybe it's not correct. I don't know. Who cares? For now, I don't. Actually, let's leave that here because, well, yeah, it should be something along those lines. Anyways, that's not what we wanted or I wanted to do. So there's a couple of things that I need to do to make the dependency cycle go, or like dependency cycle break on the static libs. One thing which I will do now, which is not necessarily needed, but I think it's still a good idea. And it will help a little bit with the dependency cycle. Is we will break up the graphics module into two. Which I'm not sure if it will be simple. We might spend the rest of the stream today just fixing that. But it's needed. So one will be graphics core. Actually, let's call it graphics core. And the other one is stereo card graphics. And I will have two very different approaches. So one here that will be include in Onyx graphics core. Actually, let's do it like that. And we will get rid of all of those, I think. And this. And all of that. I don't think I need platform. I don't think I need assets. I need and node graph. I need. And technically, maybe I need platform, but I'm not sure. Don't think I need file system. Isn't asset already doing that? Yeah. I mean, kinda. Hello, Captain Chico. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, I'm not too sure about all the includes here, but whatever. For now, I think it's fine. And then the idea would be probably to take all of that out. I think. No, we just have render graph, font technically there. I mean, font. No, I think it's fine. All of that stays. Texture serializer. Probably as well here. Shader stuff, I think, goes away. What is a shader path? I have stuff here that I didn't see in like ages. Shader graph will stay. And then all the Vulkan stuff will go as well. And again, buffer. A texture asset probably stays. That one goes. Sure. What's up? So I think that should do it. And then we go to... I mean, not that. Onyx modulars graphics. But was there really snow? Last time I had snow in Spain was like as if it has rained. People just didn't know how to drive anymore. Scattering.h. Wait, why? Oh no, that's here. Yeah, that's probably staying. This one probably goes away, this one goes away. On lighting, all that stays. And all of that probably goes away. I think. And then private, we do the same. So shader dies, Vulkan goes, window goes, and the rest goes as well. And then we would have only texture asset, but did I? Okay. Okay. What the heck? Yeah, okay, I mean, that's maybe a little bit... I don't know. I think it's fine, but... as you don't have, like, tires for it, maybe it's... maybe it's a little sus. Oh, okay. Then never mind. Then it's a bit bizarre. So render graph goes, serialize goes, shader graph goes, window goes, texture asset goes, window system goes. No, they definitely don't. As I said, in my first year there, it snowed. It wasn't even staying on the road and people stopped driving. It was just a wet road, but they just stopped and refused to elaborate. But I mean, hey, at least, I mean, I think it's better than that, than causing any like traffic accident if they really don't feel comfortable. Graphics core, that one goes, that one goes. Texture asset. I already removed that, right? Okay. And then this is graphics core. And graphics core. Or maybe that's just you driving. No, I don't know. I've never had that problem, and I saw people driving in rain in Spain, so that's not the correlation I would draw from that. Alright, and then I think in UI, all I would want is actually here graphics core. Because I don't think I need graphics here. And a node graph. That one probably would... well, not node graph, sorry. Game core. Am I blind? Oh, here. That one probably again links still against graphics. Something along those lines. I think that might work. We of course need to change this to graphics core. I'm not really liking the name though. But I don't have a better one right now. And this is gone. And this is gone. And let's see where that ends up with. I think CMake wise we should be fine, but probably build wise we will not be fine. Because we will have a shit ton of include errors. And maybe we should... maybe I should figure out the name first, but... yeah, I'm not sure what to call it. I think in Snowdrop it was called render core, but I mean maybe I like that even more. No, it's graphics core for now. I don't know. I can't come up with a better name. Let's see. So it seems like my... well, that was garbage, of course. How did that work actually? How did that actually work? That should have not done anything. That should have not worked, but okay. So graphics core, where can I put that? It has a dependency on the highest one would be, or not node graph actually, and probably not asset. I don't think I'll actually yes asset, because I have the shaders in there. Hello. Yeah, let's see how good it's going. I'm not sure yet. So after assets probably? It's either assets, one of those. So yeah, probably here, add subdirectory graphics core. And now we can do all the rest, and graphics can be a little bit higher up. But in theory, actually, well, we could then have already UI here, I think. Input. Oh yeah, that's fine. So its input is here. It's just that it needs Loca, but Loca can be quite high up, right? Loca doesn't have any dependencies, if I'm correct. Yeah, Loca can be very far up. Hey, Cheaty Bobby. Entity can be as well, I think, pretty far up. It doesn't have a lot of dependencies either. Actually, it has one on graphics. Why does it have one on graphics? It doesn't make any sense. Why would that be here? That doesn't make any sense. So entity can be as well quite far up. Entity Loca, graphics core, that looks all fine. I think node graph can be, well, it has to be below UI, so it's fine, yeah. I think that order is good now. Yes, I did, yeah. I've heard of it, I've never done it, but I've heard of it. Well, I've seen it be done. Let's put it that way. Okay, so let's build that again. That should be a little bit better. No, I have not seen that. What is that? Graphics core. Or did I not remove that? Oh, I might not have actually done the source file here, right? Yeah, I didn't. So shader graph, all of those gone. Serializers, poof. Render graph, poof. Texture asset gone. And I think that's that. And then here as well, shader graph to here, gone. Serializer, scattering and render graph, lighting font gone, texture asset gone. Do I have any? No, I don't. Okay, I think okay. Let's see how long we are doing today. I mean, we just started, but in general, how long? Because, yeah, bit fried from work today. There's a lot coming back. And reading and meetings and whatnot. Okay, I think that's, yeah, that's something I wanted to actually try. Optional. I think with that, it should not fire any of those warnings anymore. Oh, I think it worked. Or did it? I think it did. No, never mind. Unknown arguments target. Wait, did I? Oh yeah, of course I did it wrong. It's just this one here. That's optional, optional. Perfect. For now, I think I have my hand full already. They are on the list, but I wouldn't say very high on the list. Why? Dependency is 38. I thought that works that way, isn't it not? I thought CMake find package has an optional parameter. Package. There. Required or optional. And then you have optional components, but... Or is it in combination? No, I thought that... So that doesn't exist, the one. Very sad. Called with invalid argument, optional, cool. Oh well, then let's not do it for now and live with the warnings that it gives us on Windows. What can I mean, I can do it as well only on Linux, but... Yeah, whatever. I have to think about that before pushing 0.5 if I want to do that only on Linux to not have like these weird errors in the CMake process. Well, it's warnings, but yeah. I would not want to have those. You need to stop using Visual Studio. I'm not using the Visual Studio bundled CMake. I've installed it manually. Not sure why you would think I have the Visual Studio one. I wouldn't agree with that, Psycho. Hello and welcome. It's a little bit cumbersome and a lot of work to get used to it, and I don't I agree that the CMake syntax and everything is something I don't like as well. Where.exe CMake. But CMake has some benefits that I think are quite nice, like that you can just take Git repositories with fetch content, and as long as the project is nicely done and the CMake is nicely written for the project, you can just include it without you needing to manually write a make file. See, I told you I'm not using the Visual Studio one. Then why is it pulling warning? Where do you see a warning from Visual Studio? I don't... Those are not warnings from Visual Studio. Or did I miss something? Ah, you mean this one here? That's something else. It's not from me. It's like STB stuff. Yeah, then it makes sense. Okay. Happens. And yeah, if you have only header only libraries, I guess it's fine, right? It doesn't really matter in that case. Alright, so we should, well, actually, now that I see that, we need to go back one more time to see make. No edit to a target. Oops. Or maybe you misread the generator stuff where I just say which generator it should use. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it was that. Alright. Good. So that's gone. Yeah, and this is of course a little bit of a problem potentially. But yeah, all of those become this basically. Where I'm not sure. Well, no, they should be available. All of that should be available. Okay. Why would you want to include that one? Graphic types? Was it graphic types? No, it was not graphic types. Graphic handles, I think. Okay, those go away. Perfect. Yeah, then we need graphic types. And now we can't really do that. But what we can do is just hard-code it. None is probably 0, yeah. Do I not have Vulkan command buffer here? No, I do. Well, we will find out. But it might be actually we should probably fix graphics core first. So actually in all of those. And there is not really a nice way to fix that. Because we now still have... I mean, actually, maybe there would be. Actually, maybe there is. Do I have Notepad++? Okay, not. It does it automatically. But you still need to link the passes together. So, I mean, in theory, I mean, yeah, you don't need to know what you need to set to transition it, but I mean, that's just a detail, right? Why was my CMake file here? Or whatever. There might actually be... Actually, I think I can do current project, right? And then Onyx graphics. With Onyx graphics core. Okay, maybe. That at least should fix those. And then it's just... Where would that be? Why is that a thing? Do I not have that include or what? Interesting. Probably was included somewhere where the command buffer is used beforehand. Do I need that? Okay, I do. Yeah, that will probably not build yet. We most likely have a bunch of issues here. Those are ones are fine. Okay, oh, graphics core. Okay, perfect. Not sure if I need that, but let's see. Update light cluster task. Yeah, that was weird. I'm not even sure why that was there. Probably a copy paste. Yes. We are using deferred lighting clusters for the lighting. So we are basically a clustered renderer or forward plus plus, whatever you want to call it. There's like 17 different ways for it to be called. Alright, that looks fine. Actually, we might be faster than I thought with that. But maybe not. I don't know. Let's find out, I guess. Yeah, but some people refer to that like plus plus or whatever. I've seen weird names, but yeah, I think the most common is probably clustered. So why is there a Vulkan stuff here? Do we need that? Ah, because of this crap. See, that's actually good because that points out a couple of issues that we have here and there. That shouldn't be happening. That were just hacked together in the past. Because I shouldn't need this. For now, I will deal with that. Big spare, yeah. I think I can already do that. It's very old code, this part. And I just forgot that it exists. I think I was like one of the first compute passes we added. That's why they are so ugly. But I don't really want to fix them right now. I have other problems. Okay, that one looks fine. Makes sense. Oh, that's a lot of Vulcan stuff that shouldn't be here. Let's actually move the Vulcan stuff into one block because all of those should be gone. And actually that's, I think, only because of the swap chain stuff. Ah, because of all these barriers. Where they are anyways, garbage. Actually, oh, we're doing it slightly different. Oh shoot. Just so that I remember what it was without needing to look it up again. A git repro or whatever. Should have done this with the other one as well. But I think, for example, the terrain panel already uses the proper way to do this. So shader read bed. And this is right. Three. Okay. What that means. Okay, so that is good, I guess. Let's put that here as well. Fix barriers. I will do that actually as well before 05 ships. It's on my list for long things that I wanted to clean up anyways. Might as well do it now. And this version is a little bit of polish, so. Hello, what's up? How are you doing? Okay, so that is fine. Wait, what? Appline properties. Okay, well, I guess we can implement that as well here. Let's hope that's the I mean, we probably still do other refactors in the end as well later, but I hope it's the last big one for the foreseeable future. But I mean, it's anyways, yeah, good. Kind of unfortunate that we needed Linux to point that out, because MSVC just links and fine with that problem of cyclic dependencies. But yeah. Wait. Well, no, we don't include that. Memory access. That looks more like it. Graphics core memory access. While Linux or Clang and GCC, it's a different compiler flag. I think that you can get it to work, but I didn't want to bother with it because it's anyways a bit of a weird thing that I did. But basically my static libraries included each other in a way that works, but you would need to go back and relink basically, or like the linker finds a method that it doesn't have yet and then basically checks back in the stuff it already successfully built and thought he has finished linking to see if he can find the symbol there. And MSVC does that, it seems like, by default. Clang and GCC don't. And it's fair. It's a weird thing that I do just for the editor build. So it's fair that it complains about that. But yeah. So I'm trying to break that because I think it's cleaner to break that instead of giving a weird flag to, and then maybe we have other issues later down the line anyways. So better fix it now and then be done with that. And it makes it a little bit, I think it makes it cleaner anyways as well. That is as well true, yeah. MSVC is a little special. But yeah, it's fine. I don't mind that. It's a bit of a stupid work to do and not really exciting. But if it makes the code base better, I am all for it. Why would you? Okay. So begin frame and end frame is more on the lines of that. I mean, currently the rendering is on the main thread anyways. Well, the percent is on a separate thread. The rendering is still on the main thread, which is as well on the to-do list. But the begin and end frame are meant as here the gameplay. Is it the gameplay frame? Let me think again. No, the begin frame is more here begins the new frame that we want to queue commands for. And end frame is like basically, okay, we are done, queue the present. And then the present thread is a separate thread because it comes in handy with frame pacing, which mostly is an issue once you would add DLSS or FSR and stuff like that, FSR3, like frame generation. Because then your present can have frames in between your rendering. Exactly. Which comes in handy if you do DLSS and FSR3, because then you could only render every second frame on your actual render thread. But the present runs still at 60 FPS, but your render thread runs at 30, for example. And that's for low-end machines. Quite nice, because you reduce the stress on the graphics card quite a lot. So it's mostly that. And yeah, as Psychode said, present can block, and present can block quite a long time when you have vsync, so you could already process and batch the new commands while your present is still waiting. for the next slot to be run, basically. So that's the reason. To unblock rendering. And yeah. Okay, what's the... It probably wasn't everything. Probably UI has some dependencies as well. Yeah, like that one. And where do we use texture asset? Okay, well, that's old stuff. Let's not do that. That's garbage. I don't think we use that anymore. And that should go here. I don't think I need to include mutex. We have that in our precompiled header anyways. Does present call block until the image is drawn on display? Does this present queue impede the welcome present mode? Yeah, the present, the VK present or whatever it's called, blocks on the CPU, yes. It blocks on the CPU until it's done. And I think FIFO is the recommended mode, right? If I remember correctly. Something like that. Well, not an expert, but yeah. Why is there a pin meter here? Or that one, yeah. Something like that. Pin meter. Did I really do that? Do I need that is the other question. Not sure, let's find out. Well, that is garbage, that's in graphics. Oh, but... Maybe graphics core has lighting then, never mind. Ah, that sucks, no. Not sure about that yet. For now, maybe I move it in there. But wait, do I even need that in there? Do I need this high level concept here? It's mostly because of ImGUI, and what do I need in ImGUI is the question. I would have this and that. Okay, that's fine, I guess. But do I use that one for something? Oh, is it because... No, wait. Okay. I think I could do that slightly different. But for now, I think the easiest one would be just to move lighting into graphics core, even though it's not what I would want to do. But for the sake of getting stuff done for now, I will move it. But I think it's not where it should be. Lighting. Wait. Lighting.h. Hold on, what? Do I have two different ones or what? Oh no, lighting.h. Wait, then scattering is something different? Guess scattering is... scattering is the effect, yeah. Maybe then it's fine. I mean, still probably not that best to have that there. I think it should not be there. I will try to remove that. But I have to think about that how. But let's remove it here and add it there. Lighting.h. Yeah, which I don't do yet. I don't do the exact timings yet, but that's the plan behind the present thread. It's definitely a more complex thing, and you don't need it. And actually, for example, in Snowdrop, it was only added due to the fact of FSR3 and DLSS. Yeah. Before that, Snowdrop didn't even have it as well. So you can ship games without that, right? That's what I wanted to say. It's not a mandatory thing. So I wouldn't concern myself too much with it. I just felt like adding it at one point, so that's why I have it now. Why would you not? Oh, that would be a pain actually. How will I handle that? Oh, that will be interesting. I think I opened Pandora's box here a little bit. Oh, that will be pain. I don't think we will see anything today. I think it will be me moving code and nothing will work. So I think that needs to basically die. I mean, that was, as I said, that all was on the list to change because it's a pain anyways. It was not how I envisioned it to work. But I think it will be quite complicated. I think I will move that out. And that will come into graphics I'm not sure where, but for now we will put it here, even though it's not ideal. We'll probably include Onyx node graph pin meter, I think. That should do it already. Oh, property grid. Why would that be there? Okay, it's that include, perfect. Well, I mean, at least I find some that includes. That's a benefit. But yeah, I think I don't. Yeah, there's a couple of things that I really don't like. But texture asset, Onyx graphics handles. Don't think. I mean, maybe I need that, but. Ah, that's graphics core. And then we have a couple of things that try to include Vulkan, which shouldn't probably include Vulkan. Which is fine. It's actually a bigger change than I would have wanted. Why would you... Camera... Is that in graphics core now? Not sure actually if that should be in graphics core, to be honest. Probably as well not. But that one I can probably move easier. So where do we have... What games do I play? Actually now in the last couple of months, not that much. I was mostly streaming, but when I play, I have to confess I'm playing a little bit of League of Legends from time to time. I as well enjoy Diablo 2, Path of Exile 2, although I don't really like Path of Exile 2 too much. I think I like Path of Exile 1 more. I don't know. I don't like the pacing of PoE 2. I don't know. Or maybe not the pacing. I think what I don't like about PoE 2 is that it feels so restricted in the builds because you are limited to your weapon type. So that's why I never really liked PoE 2 too much. I think PoE 1 you have way more freedom. Yeah. Back in the day I played, of course, World of Warcraft quite a lot. Not anymore since like couple of years. I think the last thing I tried was the hardcore one. We played a little bit, me and my fiance. Yeah. I would say that's mostly the games I'm playing. A little bit of currently the MMO I sometimes play because with my sister. And she wanted to play stuff with me, so we play Guild Wars 2 together from time to time. The PvP mode in Guild Wars 2. So quite old games, I would say, usually, actually. Mostly old games. Not that much new stuff. Exactly, that's why we play it, because you can just start and stop whenever you want. It doesn't have the progression like World of Warcraft or something like that. Your character stays the same strength, basically. So it's a very casual friendly MMO. Minecraft. Do I have to time you out for that? I don't know. No, I don't mind. I mean, I've never tried Minecraft, to be honest. I'm doing a voxel engine volumetric terrain thing, and I've not even tried Minecraft. But I don't like the looks of I don't like the looks of the voxel terrain in Minecraft. I don't like the blocky look. I don't know. It's weird. I kind of lost my train of thought, but it's fine. Oh yeah, I wanted to, when we compile update light cluster task. How did I update light cluster? Do I still have a include Vulkan here or what? Oh, I have the Vulkan buffer stuff, and that will probably include Vulkan. Which I probably don't even. I mean, maybe we need. Probably that is not what we should do. Oh, and we might not even need it. Yeah, I think I actually can remove that. Now that I hard-coded the things, right? Render graph task. Was probably the same. Okay. So I think I can remove that. Let's hope I can remove that as well. If not, I will try my best. Okay, well, we need to fix it, I guess, now. Basically, command buffer. Do I not have that already? Is it like barrier? Oh yeah, barrier. Oh, but I only have it on buffers. Well, I think we can add it for textures. Context graphics. And then the new access is read. Probably shader read. I don't know. I think you did that joke already once, Captain Chica. I remember that. I'm not sure if it's disapprover, just... Well, yes, but... As I said, I've read that before, I think. Alright, and then here... Ah... Good one. Storage. Where? Okay. Where? Let's do Wait, where's my storage here? Void do we do transition or barrier? Well, transition layout, it's fine, we can name it that. We get a command buffer. And now we get a context. And access for the new access. And I'm not sure if I need anything else, but that's about it for now. And then we go to our Vulkan texture storage. God damn it. Yep. And it's basically that. We probably were, yeah. What the fuck is happening? Alright. So basically, kind of want that. Access. Why do I have where? Guess we have to find out how to do that, but I'm not even sure if that access makes the most sense. I think that makes more sense for buffers. Yeah. So probably we need a different access thing, but whatever. Yeah, let's get access flag. Or like access to Vulkan access. And to Vulkan access with a new access. And then basically I would save that. Probably not as a static cast. And let's do a new layout as well. Oh yeah, now we need a layout here. God damn it, and we don't have that yet. That would be fun. Let's do that for now, and the new layout is just a U32. Okay, I mean, I do that. I've never read that, but I could imagine that it's probably faster. I would imagine. Yeah, it's probably faster to just ignore. So for now we don't have MIPS anyway, so might as well do that. And then that would be, we need to do the same in buffer. I think I have that already. Vulkan buffer. Yeah. And then I need this 2 Vulkan access, which for now we will just do very, very basic. Namespace. Nothing, sorry. And then VK image access. Okay, isn't it VK image access flags or what I stupid? Okay, it's just VK access flags. I mean, maybe I can do the same, but and for now, so which one did I use there? I wanted shader read, and that should go to shader read only optimer. So a switch access case access shader read returns this. And we will add the other ones that we need. So that would be this. Oh no, that's the layout. It's this. Yeah. And the layout would be... Okay, yeah. So we need this and then layout. Well, let's say layout for now, like that we said, right? Let's do transition layout. Let's call it that, because that's actually what it is. Transition layout. I mean, that was anyways something I was missing yet in like the clean API, or like in the buffer API that I had. I always had that quite hacky. Vulkan texture. No, texture storage. Hello. Yes, I mean it's in DirectX 12 and Vulkan. But don't you have to do something similar in OpenGL? Not sure. I've never done OpenGL, so I'm not sure. But I would assume that you still need to do something there. Oh, okay. Interesting. Okay, yeah, makes sense. Well, you can, yeah, exactly. I want to say, Vulkan is very easy to shoot yourself in the foot, but so we do shader read and then 5 as the layout, right? And then this would be a transition layout here. And then I get rid of that. Get more basically texture storage. storage, get properties, and then command buffer transition with my texture handle. Graphics, depth stencil right, which would be a new access. And 3. Oh, we need depth stencil write and read. Okay. Although, I guess... Well, we could do that, it's fine. Transition layout. Texture handle. And then... shader read, which is the same as here, right? Yeah. Plus color attachment. Color attachment right bit. Let's do that. I'm not sure if I keep those names. Probably not. I think they should be named a little different, but... Oh, well, let's leave that. Actually, I need those. So that's fine. We need this step stencil stuff. Oh, wait. I think I know why I had those. I think they aligned with the other one, right? Where do I have those? I've used them somewhere already. Probably in buffer, yeah. And the question is 2-axis flag. Actually, they are perfect. Hold on. In that case, let's actually add them here. Depth stencil right. Depth stencil read. And then we will add the other ones, but yeah, so this one is that. Because then I think I can just use that function instead of the other one that I created. But yeah, so shader read goes into, it should be shader read optimal, but is it the same thing? Probably not, right? Or was it shader read optimal? No, that was the layout, right? Shader read bit. I think that's fine. Yeah, okay, cool. I think that works. Bro, what happened? It is there, or what? What happened with my here? Or what do you mean? Not sure what you have against my beautiful check result macro that I hate, but yeah. What is happening? What? Color attachment, right. What do I want to do here? I want to... Oh yeah, I want to get this one. Which is color attachment, right bit. I guess I don't have that anywhere, right? Yeah, whatever. I guess we add it. Color attachment, right. Oops. Yeah, I probably want to not do those like that and those like that. I will most likely change it as well to pitch shifted, but yeah, I mean that is fair. And to my to at least save me a little bit from your fair criticism, that was written before my logger was in the project. Before the assert handler actually used the logger. But if you want, we can now actually change that, because you're right. Better. While in release my asserts are gone. Wait, yeah, no, that fixes it, yeah. And then here, I think that's one too much, yeah. See, here it is, beautiful. And we don't have that anyways. Not again. It's slowly turning into an alcoholic because of me. In release, my asserts are gone. You never would want to, in my opinion, assert. Well, yeah, I mean. If force, assert force. Exactly. That's how it happens. Yeah, it's not nice, but I don't have the time for that now. You. Jesus. Okay. Yeah. if now my code fails because of you. Oops. Exactly. If the search is not critical, that's what I do as well. Okay. Wait, why was that even there? Hold on, what? Turn false. Ah, okay. Yeah, that is if it's an... I don't even know if I use that. I don't even know if I use that. Ah, wait. I think I know what that was, but do I even... don't think I actually ever used it afterwards. I think I did that once. Oh no, I do use it. Ah, I can remember, yeah. Yeah, okay. That was basically if the result is not success, I return here from the function. Which, I mean, technically is anyways not really a thing. Because at that point... yeah, I'm not fixing that now, but yeah, this is scuffed. Not gonna lie. It's only in 2 functions that I use that, which is, yeah, whatever. Ah, that was it, right? Yeah. Well, I think it... doesn't it need to be like... oh no, here, yeah, you're right. I think, yeah, I'm not sure anymore where I just did the lookup, but it doesn't matter. I will fix it. Let's actually remove that crap. Stop it, Visual Studio. Alright, graphics, class. No, is it a class or a struct? Okay, it's a class. Is that Visual Studio? What do you mean Christmas mode? Oh my god, I hate Visual Studio so much lately. Yeah, every time it encounters a new error, it thinks like, oh, I have to show you the error while compiling in the background while I'm doing stuff. And it's like taking the focus away. Well, that's fair. I'm trying to be nice. But it's getting worse, I would say. But maybe it's because I know... I mean, I'm not an expert on Linux and I only used it a week, but it feels so much nicer. Actually, I said... so the last 2 days I was not streaming, mostly because, yeah, I took a little bit... or wanted to take care of my girlfriend. Which in the end didn't really happen anyways, but I worked a little bit off stream. And yeah, did a little bit of setup, more setup on my Linux stuff, and I got NeoVim working and compiling and debugging working for C++. So maybe I will do that in the future, but I need to as well transition present or whatever. I as well need to first get a little bit more used to it. It's the same for me, Psycho. It's exactly the same. I'm waiting for that to fully transition, but to be honest, I can't bother anymore. And you need a debugger for game development. There is just no way around that. It's not web dev or something like that. I mean, yeah. It's not even funny. Do I still call that somewhere then? Doubt it, right? Or at least I could probably get around it, but... Let's actually just static cast it to the access flag. It doesn't really matter. It matches anyways exactly the... Well, that might be a problem, but let's see. Oh god, so many compile errors. It was a mistake doing that, but whatever. Oh wait, never mind. Yeah, that one should go away. Probably that dies. That goes away. That goes away. I don't know. That goes away. Why is that even here? Nobody knows. Questions over questions. It doesn't exist? I don't wipe it. What, really? Why do I have so weird functions sometimes? Get asset. Yeah, that dies then with this new way that I imagine. Actually, let's remove it to not keep that. That will as well... I didn't plan this for 0.5. That was actually planned for 0.6, this improvement, but whatever. Now we are doing it. Now we are knee deep in it because of Linux and splitting that off. But the thing is, currently I only had like one render graph active at a time. And that's a problem if you would want to have multiple render graphs responsible for different parts, like one for example for UI only and one for the 3D scene. So I guess it's about time that I do that, but what can you do? And it's for like the scene basically should define the render graph. Or at least it shouldn't be tied to the graphic system. Let's put it that way. So let's get rid of that. And then, how was it called in vulkan.h? To access flag. Yeah. Render graph. Why would you have Vulkan here? Is it because of this? That will not work, I think. It's so lovely that I chose to do that. Probably should have done that boring work off stream, but what can you do? Then, well, let's go graphics up. Oh, actually, okay, yeah, I see a couple of things here, but yeah. That we can do along the lines, but whatever. Pin meta. What? So the thing is, why is my... Hold on. I think the graphics handles is a bit of a problem here. Texture handle. Oh wait, no, yeah. Because I always planned this to be forward declarable. Wait, but no, that should be fine then. Hold on. They should all not have a Vulkan include here. So that's not it. Never mind. So I think that was not even the issue in render graph. The question, the issue has to be somewhere else. Which I'm not quite sure where they are yet, but we will find out. Because it complains that it cannot find that include, which is fair, but where do you do that? I have a node graph system. Once it compiles, I could show you. But basically you can build shader graphs inside. Shader graphs, render graphs, everything inside the engine, similar to the blueprints in Unreal. Graphics handles. Oh wait, pin meta. Oh, I see. I think I need here an include for Onyx graphics render graph.h, which is a little stupid. Yes. A pin is an... Oh my god. Get some vodka for me now. Alright, so yeah, that was the issue. Not sure. Oh, yeah, I think I should solve that somehow, but I'm not sure yet how. Yeah. Slowly I'm getting there, yes, Captain Chica. It's, just took a little bit more time for me to realize that. Yeah, they should be sorted. Actually, let's do them. Let's sort them now. Stop it, Visual Studio, please. Let me work. God damn it. Insane. Don't know the shortcut for it, so let's do it manually. Sort. Texture asset. Really? Where do we include that? In render graph we include texture asset? Oh, we include asset. Is that why it's... What? Oh, I don't even need tech. Wait, okay, never mind. Don't need that include. Well, that will be a pain, but we will get there. Actually, that goes down here. I don't know where all these weird signs are coming from. But it is what it is. I use an AMD card. I've not looked at that. I've read about them, but I've not tried them out yet. And as they are, as you say, one vendor only, I don't really see the benefit for now. But yeah, I should remove those. No, let's not do one thing at a time. One thing at a time. Don't break the whole project. Oh shoot! Stop it. Depth render pass. Yeah, that's the same thing. Which is a pain. Graphics. Render graph. .h. Actually, probably want to have a only needed for pin serialize of texture. Yeah, that is actually just a side effect of what I did, which we will fix. Which one was the other task that I fixed that had that? Is it static mesh? Nope. It was one of the... Oh, it was the lighting in graphics probably. Shader graph. Nodes. No, not shader graph, sorry, render graph tasks. So here all of those need that include. Which is a shame. And I should fix that, but don't really have the nerves to fix that right now, but it's definitely something we need. But that might actually now with the new project setup that I want, it might be actually fixed. Potentially. But first I need to finish it and then I can see if I can fix it. But I think it should be... Yeah, I think I can fix that nicer now. Okay, let's do that. Graphics core. No, stop it. Yeah. So that's all the SDF stuff. That's the graphics core. Actually, maybe. But I will do that in a separate step. I think I have a better name for all the naming of this. But for now we will keep it. I think we will make those two modules be an exception to the rest of the rules. Oh yeah. I think we are close because we get already errors in volume, which is quite at the end of the compilation. But then probably nothing. Yeah, and nothing will work actually because we don't have a render graph. I need to... Maybe I hack the render graph today. Just to get the editor running again, and then we move it. Because if it's hacked together where I want to hack it together, basically in the application, I think it's pretty easy to move it where I want it to be. Almost there. Maybe not. Even more pin stuff, never mind. Oh, but yeah, okay, that's as well at the end of the compilation already. Oops. Because I don't think I need... Yeah, I don't think I need any graphic system at the end anymore when I'm done with everything I plan for this refactor, but for now we do one change at a time. Because if I look, I think at Git, this is already, yeah, almost 400 changes, so probably should do it incremental, but get it first compiling again, and then we move on. Yes, I do. Well, yeah, those are dynamic, yeah. Terrain panel. Yeah, let's remove that for now. Where? Let's do that. To do. And then return here if render graph is valid. Which is always the case because it's empty. Yeah, it does make a difference, yes. Graphics core. Jesus, so many things. I mean, the next step that I want to do after this makes this already then super simple, but yeah. So we just have to go to this one, through this once, but then it's fine. What a boring stream today, I guess, but I'm sorry for that, but we have to live with that. Seems like that those are the last couple of streams, major refactors here and there. Well, what can you do? Oh yeah, maybe that would help, but I'm not sure if the refactoring goes any faster or better then. Where? Preview terrain added, okay. Include Onyx graphics. Yeah. Render graph.h to move. Yeah, I don't trust Visual Studio with that kind of refactor style code. Every time I try that, it horribly fucks up, it feels like. Scene editor. Oh yeah, that makes sense. Ah, well, it's not what I wanted. If final scene texture dot is valid. Shouldn't that be fine? We don't have a is valid. That's weird. I mean, basically that. And this should be an is valid. Even though I don't really like that overload, but whatever. Maybe I even remove that. I don't like that implicit bool operator, I think. Not even sure why I added it to begin with. Oh, no, that can't be. There are only 3 remaining things, right? Okay, well, Visual Studio doesn't let me anyway scroll, so let's wait. Okay, couple of things. There's not a lot left. If that was all, but you never know. You fix 2 things and then suddenly it comes back with 10. Render graph. Render graph.h. I think there was another one that I need to do. Okay, that's a very great task, never mind. And we have some Vulkan includes still somewhere, which I'm not sure where they are coming from. But let's build first. Stop it, please. Okay, it stopped. And of course, when I wanted to stop it, it suddenly stopped on its own. Where is that Vulkan? Oh, here. In render graph. But why? Is it in render graph CPP that I do that? Oh yeah, I do. Stupid me. Where else do we do that? Wait, I just saved that. Can you please get your shit together? Oh no, wait, your Vulkan texture storage. Never mind, you're right. Sorry. Of course, compiler smarter than me. Oh, the swap chain. Okay, yeah. We don't do that. We don't do that. Instead, we do command buffer. Or not command buffer. Swap chain. Target. No, it's actually command buffer. Never mind. Transition layout of the swap chain target. Graphics, and then we have access. I think access none was the thing, and this is the layout. And I think I just need to add in my function that if the access is none, we just return. Oh wait, that's static assert anyway, so that's all fine. It will just do it. It just asserts if it's not the same thing, yeah. We are listening to a thing that I got from Humber Bundle this Christmas. It's Pet Frog Studio. They sold like 800 songs or whatever. Or more. I don't know how many I have, and they are on my private Jellyfin. Jellyfin is like a streaming thing. But yeah, it's kind of lo-fi, but not lo-fi girl, I would say. But what do I know? Was that the crash that I always have, or was that a different one? I think that might be... Oh, let's break actually. Is that always the thing? Oh, I think I know what you don't know. Okay. Good for you. No. Bad for me, I guess. Why would that be a problem? Begin frame. Font atlas not built. Make sure you call new frame function. Don't we do that? Exactly there. Here, I'm GUI new frame. Well, good luck trying to access it if it's not even reachable from the outside. Shouldn't that be the same car? I'm not sure. What the hell is going on? Is there a difference between this and... I've got that already a couple of times. It's now... I want to fix that now because I got that all the time when my render graph is not loading. which I'm not quite sure how that can happen. Error check new frame sanity checks. Okay. I'm GUI imper. Okay, let's look at one of those. I'm GUI GitHub. Let's look at the Win32 then. New frame. So where does it do the thing with the font according to that assert? Or it doesn't, or no, it doesn't. Okay, let's do Vulkan. Or is it in here? Where is the implementation for that one? Oh, here. Yeah, but that doesn't have any font stuff as well. Jesus. Get font? No, what was it called again? Okay, IO fonts. That's the only occurrence. So what are you talking about? It's garbage. That's what it is. But I am calling... Wait. Do I still... GUI task. Do I still log... Oh, wait. Ah, I see that's the mistake. Okay. It's probably... Yeah, that needs to go somewhere else. Okay, I see. And that does something internally, or what, that sets up something. I guess that does something. Maybe I can just call that. How about we trick ImGUI a little bit? Even though it's not smart, but what can you do? And then let's do what this GUI task. But I'm not sure, will that now blow up once I load? Do I need to free stuff here? GUI task. No, right? Maybe. Maybe that at least get rid of that. But we should probably load the fonts somewhere else. Okay, yeah. Or, I'm not sure if it works. Okay, yeah, that works. I mean, we have a black window, which was expected because we don't have a render graph. Do font creation should not be in the GUI task, UI render task. But should be handled here. Okay. Anyways, let's try to get back the render graph. So I think what I want to do for now, probably hack it a little bit in the graphics, in the application. Actually, I can probably do it just in the CPP. Reference render graph. And then here render graph is get system asset system. Get asset. Render graph. Is it render graph or render graphs? I forgot. Data. Render graphs, okay. And then default. Again, I think I should as well remove that you need the extension, but whatever. Oh. And then that. And then const pool has render graph. It's like that, right? So here I don't really care about that. Yeah, it's that, which is with the current frame context. And then we do graphics system render frame graph render, which is basically that. And then here we do render graph end frame before calling this end frame. Yeah. Maybe. And if we have no render graph, we just stop. Or actually we should do that maybe before. That's a busy wait, which is bad, but for now it will be fine. I don't really care. Let's see if that brings back. That should at least bring back ImGUI in theory. Hmm? Input action system. Wait, what? How did that break? Is that a reoccurring thing? It seems like. How and why? In engine system create. Okay. Interesting. Wait, do we even get here correctly? Settings. Wait, is that already gone or what? No, that is fine. Okay. Hold on, what the hell? That's the weirdest crash. Metadata asset handle. Or that seems fine. That is fine as well. Okay, and then in the continuation. Oh no, that would be pain to debug. And it's just adding this weird thing or what? Hold on. It can't be me adding this one, or is that all it took to break? It was actually. Oh, could it be again? No, it shouldn't be, right? Could it be again a weird thing with the callback? So hold on, graphic settings. So that would be the default render graph, right? Which I think is what I had here. Okay, I'm blind. Oh, here. Just write it out, but I don't think that will fix anything. I assume it's some weird ass thing with my defines again. Where probably one of those is not valid in the application for whatever reason. Or actually in render graph. Do I even get a render graph? That's probably not, maybe. Because I don't even get here, right? Yeah, that's weird. That's weird. Oh, that would be pain again to find. But I do register that, right? Wait. That's wrong. That's right. Oh. Okay, that's a little more sane. Ish. Init gen. Do we not? That's interesting. Could I not have generated that? Why is that not generated? Okay, that's a bug. Okay, that makes sense. I think we have a weird situation where some stuff didn't work exactly how I would have wanted it. I don't know if that's the problem, but it might actually be. Okay, yeah, at least we got now to the... Yeah, that was the thing. That's weird. Not even sure why it didn't generate. Well, that's something we need to... What's this whistle stuff? Shader graph nodes. So it's basically... Well, it works in gameplay as well in CPP. But it's basically outputting the swizzle and shaders. Shuffling the components of a vector 2, 3, or 4. Yeah. So basically you could say swizzle, you have a vec 3 and you only want 3 times x. So you could in a shader write vec.xxx and then you get just a vec 3 with only the x coordinates. Yeah. And stuff like that. All kind of permutations of that. Okay, I mean, kind of better than before. I'm not quite sure where... Oh, wait, I think I know what happens. I as well need to one time probably call the resize, which is a pain because that was just handled internally before. But when we have a render graph, then let's do on swap chain resized. The graphic system, really? Okay. Whatever. And that will resize all the nodes probably. Maybe not. Would have been too nice. Why is it the swap chain target that fails? Where did that come from? Wait, I think in begin frame. That should work. Wasn't that the same thing? So in render graph, I did this. Just the current frame context. And then we render. And then we end frame. Was there anything else? Oh, maybe there was. Maybe there was in the... Can I get... Okay, well that doesn't work. Let's go here. Graphics. Well, that would be a pain to find. It would have been probably easier in VS Code or Visual Studio, but whatever. I think there was one more core somewhere to do something with the render graph, I assume. Ah, that's actually garbage. Let's actually look at the other one. Oops. Where is it? Is it that? No. I mean, I think that would work. Render graph. We did that, we shut down. All of that is fine. I need actually probably that check. Then on render graph loaded. Okay, no, that's all it was. Maybe it's just a core that I'm missing here. Or the logic that I'm missing. That it before checked that it was fully loaded as well. And is loaded. Okay, I think that's a different. That might be a runtime thing. Oh yeah, okay, so we're back. Okay, I mean we had a crash, but that's fine. We will fix that, but we're almost back. Well, okay, never mind. We're not back. We have a beautiful graphics queue crash. Does that happen all the time? Probably. Probably with time it will just happen. Yeah. Okay, cool. So I definitely bricked something. Maybe it's the... Hold on, I think I know what it is. It's the me being stupid and doing actually this car, which I think is not needed. Yeah, I think that was it. Probably. Let's see. Does it die? I don't think so. As long as we don't resize the window, everything will be fine. We need to handle that. But okay. So I think, for example, now I can show you that we have... yeah, I mean, I think the render graph is probably... I cannot resize the window now because I killed the resize, of course, currently. But if I open a beautiful render graph, then you can see this is the node editor, right? And those are the pins that I was talking about. And here you can build your render pipeline. And you could change the tone mapper, for example, to a different tone mapper. Although I think I currently don't expose the type of tone mapper. But in theory, there should be a drop down here that says, okay, it's an ACE or an whatever tone mapper you would want to use. And yeah, you can build it like that. And then we have as well... Oh yeah, that close doesn't work. I have that on my bug list. That if the render graph is the one that's open, it somehow doesn't like it. Closing it. And then we have as well materials. That's very this one is very similar to Unreal. So you basically... Oh, interesting. I killed the texture preview. Cool. That's new. But yeah, that would be... That was a texture preview here. I guess with the move now, I killed that. But yeah, you can build a shader graph here as well. And then let's see, do we still have a scene editor? Yeah, but we don't have a scene output because that was tied to the render graph, which is now gone. Or it's not there where it used to be. That is basically this line. Yeah, this one, where we get the final texture. Okay. I think even though we are not that far, but I think I will still call it a day for today. We will continue tomorrow. I will submit that, even though it's like utterly broken. But we will fix the rest tomorrow. I at least committed. I will not push it. But I at least will commit that, I think. Otherwise it's getting way too out of hand. But yeah. Yeah, thank you for joining. We will be back tomorrow. Same time. Back to work now, so yeah, no afternoon streams anymore. We're back to the evening. Back to the evening streams for the foreseeable future. Yeah. Thanks for all the new people showing up as well as Psycode, for example. I think there was one other person earlier in the stream. Thank you. Really appreciate it as always, and I appreciate, of course, everyone who always drops in, like the usual suspects. Really like it. And yeah, always glad to answer some questions if there are. See you tomorrow. Have a nice start into your day tomorrow, and hopefully we see each other tomorrow. Have a good night. Bye bye.